Welcome back to the UMass DAX Introduction to R video series. In this video, we will introduce a new scientific publishing system called Quarto. Similar to R Markdown, Quarto can also transform interwoven text and programming code into attractive, public-facing documents, websites, presentations, and other formats. To use Quarto, you will need to have the latest version of Rstudio installed. The Rstudio IDE has been updated since last week. You will also need to install Quarto from quarto.org, and you will need to install the Quarto package in Rstudio IDE. We will be working with Quarto documents with the .qmd extension, but note that Quarto can also work with R Markdown documents, Python notebooks, and standard Markdown text. You can open a Quarto file just like you open an R Markdown file. File, New File, Quarto document. This week, we are providing a template for you to use that has embedded instructions, and we will have a similar template for you to use for course blog posts available next week. Another way to open a new file in Rstudio is to click the green plus sign in the upper left-hand corner of the screen and select what type of file you want to create. Once you have the file open, you can switch tabs from Visual to Source to edit your text. Pause this video here and run through tutorial 2 if you have not done so yet. Then, try creating a Quarto document with a few code chunks. Use the best practices described in the tutorial. Practice making text bold, italicized, and hyperlinked. You should have been able to produce something like this. The visual editor is really useful, but it can be easier to confirm that everything is correct if you work in the source code version. Clicking Render in Quarto is similar to clicking Knit in R Markdown. We encourage you to read through the Quarto documentation at quarto.org to learn more about its many exciting possibilities, like the ability to create cool diagrams and visual graphs, or the ability to include callout boxes to highlight critical points. The first part of Homework 1 is to create an About Me slide. This is a way for you to introduce yourself to your cohort via the DAX course blog. You will set up to submit to the blog via GitHub next week, but this week we are focusing on creating a simple Quarto document. Right now, your task is to create the content for your introduction. If you have not done so already, download the about.template.qmd file attached to this email series. Make sure to put the file in a place that makes sense. I suggest creating a DAX 601 folder if you've not done so already. If you need a refresher about why this is important, rewatch the video on working directories. Edit the title to be your name and follow the instructions in the document. You should render a document that looks similar to this. If you have trouble creating a post like this, reach out to our tutors ASAP. That concludes the lesson for this video. Be sure to pause here and make sure that you can complete this checklist. If you have any trouble, please reach out to the DAX Tutoring Ambassadors. We'll see you in the next video.